Now let me tell you, when I was your age, I saw in my country, in the United States of America, how young people who were teenagers and even younger looked around. That was a long time ago when I was your age. But back in those days, there were laws in my country that allowed legal discrimination against people because their skin was a different color. And we said to our elders, hey, wait a minute, can you explain to me why that's not wrong? And we used the force of conscience. And when they couldn't really answer that question, that's when the laws began to change. Okay? You can make a tremendous difference. Always remember that. We're putting 90 million tons a day of this global warming pollution up there, and you know it's wrong. A lot of people around the world, including a lot of political leaders, look the other way, and they don't want to see that it's wrong. Just like a long time ago, they didn't want to see that racial discrimination was wrong. And there are moments in history when young people can see things more clearly. And you can speak up, and you can join together. And Free the Children is a way to do that. We can make a better world. And you know, the Free the Children projects are all environmentally sustainable. And now, I listened to Spencer West earlier. Wow, what an inspiring story. You've got so many inspiring speakers there. But he made a point about working together. There's an old African proverb that says, if you want to go quickly, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. We have to go far quickly. That means you need to get yourself involved. Many of you already are. You know, the 224 schools in the Waterloo region who are represented here were selected from a long waiting list of schools. So congratulations to your schools on being represented here. And within your schools, there was competition to figure out who from your school would come here. And you got to come. Congratulations on being picked for this. But please understand, with that great opportunity and with the experiences that you're having today comes a personal responsibility to help figure out how you are going to get involved. Free the Children's already logged now more than 1 million volunteer hours in the last year. I want some of those volunteer hours in the next year to be from you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. And you know you can do it. You know, when I was 13 years old, I remember being inspired by a president of my country, John F. Kennedy, when he announced the challenge of putting a person on the moon and bringing him back safely within 10 years. I thought, wow, that's amazing. And then I heard some of my elders saying, oh, that was unwise. He never should have made a challenge like that because that's impossible. Well, 8 years and 2 months later, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin set foot on the surface of the moon. And at the moment they did so, in Houston, Texas, where NASA has its mission control, there was a great cheer that went up. And the average age of those systems engineers there that day was 26. Which means that their average age when they heard that challenge was 18 years old. Now the young people today, 18 and younger, understand that we have a tremendous challenge to solve global warming. And Mahatma Gandhi, you've heard this I'm sure, but Mahatma Gandhi famously once said, you must become the change you wish to see in the world. That means taking personal responsibility. But now understand, it's important to change the light bulbs and the windows, but it's far more important to change the laws and the treaties. You live in a democratic nation where your voice can be heard, even though you are young people. You can speak up. You can join together. You can be part of a global movement to solve global warming. And they cannot stop you. We have every
Johnny May has experienced more atrocities